on air on a sports show. Then apart from that as well, Senegal, qualified as the last the last nation for that last 8 best loser spot as well. They also have
qualified with only 1 point, only one goal.
Only 1 goal, exactly. And that was with 3 points. Imagine qualifying with a superior goal advantage over nations like Scotland. Scotland also failed to qualify for the knockout stages. So other nations, as Morocco, they also did themselves proud. Of course,
but in the scheme of all of this, Agbatomi, before we go on our first break, none of the African teams topped their group.
Yeah. None of them.
And that puts them in a very precarious situation because you're either meeting a team that topped their group or you're playing against a team that came, but second. What does this say about, we're celebrating having 9 out of 10, but the fact that we couldn't top a group, some big news as a former Chelsea manager had officially been unveiled by his new club. You find out all of this and more after the break. Just stay with us. It is Sports Cruise on Milan 98.3 FM.
You're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. The sound of Lagos.
OneXBet, where sports come alive. Join the game on promo on the site or app. Win an iPhone 16 and cash prizes up to 750,000 naira. Enter promo code Nigeria on and boost your game. OneXBet, game on, together in the game. Bet responsibly. 18 plus. T's and C's apply.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom are about to cut the cake.
It's about to go down.
Wait!
My love, wetin happen?
Before I marry you, the TV where you promise, the fridge nko, where e dey? Washing machine nko, will I be using my hands to wash clothes in 2026?
Cancel this wedding. Relax, everybody. Who said I must buy everything once? I use CDK. CDK? Yes, so I dey pay small. Fridge, washing machine, even solar system. Na CDK.
So all those things don't already dey house?
Abba, since last month.
Pastor, continue the wedding.
Why stress yourself? Get phones, TVs, solar appliances, furniture, and more on CDK. Pay small. Zero interest, normal market price. Download CDK today. Telephone 0707 454 3005.
CDK. Pay small. Live big.
Nabisco Coaster time is for you and I. You can vibe with it at snack time. You can enjoy it at the same time. You can share it at family time. You can enjoy it at break time. Nabisco there for you, for me and for all. Creamy, crunchy, pick it, eat it, have it, share it. Nabisco there for you. Creamy, crunchy, pick it, eat it, have it, share it. Nabisco there for you.
Creamy, crunchy, Nabisco Coaster.
OneXBet, where sports come alive. Join the game on promo on the site or app. Win an iPhone 16 and cash prizes up to 750,000 naira. Enter promo code Nigeria on and boost your game. OneXBet, game on, together in the game. Bet responsibly. 18 plus. T's and C's apply.
Good internet changes everything. The way you work, the way you relax, even the way you stay close to those who matter to you. That's what the Airtel 5G Smart Connect brings into your space. With the Airtel 5G Smart Connect, you can enjoy unlimited data, super fast speed, and even connect to multiple devices. All for just 25,000 naira plus 15,000 naira one-time installation fee. Visit the nearest Airtel shop or call 0911 000 0080 to switch to unlimited.
Airtel. OneXBet, where sports come alive. Visit the site or app and join the game on promo. Get a chance to win an iPhone 16, cash prizes up to 750,000 naira, and a weekly free bet of up to 20%. More bets mean more tickets and rewards. Enter the promo code Nigeria on and boost your game to the max. OneXBet, game on, together in the game. Bet responsibly. 18 plus. T's and C's apply.
Supreme noodles boom boom, supreme noodles boom boom. Supreme noodles, boom boom. Supreme noodles, boom boom.
Tasty top Supreme noodles, it go sparkle up your mood. So delicious, so tasty, young and old them love it. Springy, chewy with better aroma, rich with real chicken essence.
Supreme noodles, boom boom. Supreme noodles, boom boom. Supreme noodles, boom boom. Supreme noodles, boom boom.
Sidap Supreme noodles with real chicken essence.
Supreme noodles, boom boom.
Sidap Supreme noodles.
So things done easy for Naija now. It means say CDK don't come with pay small plans easy. Yes, easy. Zero interest, no kobo added, no more market price, no confirm, oh, easy. Gadgets, appliances, even cars, everything there. Just download the CDK app today. Easy. Pay small, collect halfway before you pay finish. CDK don't make life easy for everybody. Easy. When did you buy it? CDK. Easy. Yes, easy. Interest day. No. Interest no day. Oh. Them add money. No. None of our market price.
Yes, so we dey for 82 Ijesha Road, Surulere, Lagos, Nigeria. Green us on top 0707 454 2988 0707 454 2988.
Good internet changes everything. The way you work, the way you relax, even the way you stay close to those who matter to you. That's what the Airtel 5G Smart Connect brings into your space. With the Airtel 5G Smart Connect, you can enjoy unlimited data, super fast speed, and even connect to multiple devices. All for just 25,000 Naira plus 15,000 Naira one-time installation fee. Visit the nearest Airtel shop or call 0911 000 0080 to switch to unlimited.
Airtel. 1xBet, where sports come alive. Join the game and promo on the site or app. Win an iPhone 16 and cash prizes up to 750,000 Naira. Enter promo code Nigeria on and boost your game. 1xBet, game on, together in the game. Bet responsibly. 18 plus. T's and C's apply.
Supreme noodles, boom boom. Supreme noodles, boom boom. Supreme noodles, boom boom. Supreme noodles, boom boom.
Tasty top Supreme noodles, it go sparkle up your mood. So delicious, so tasty, young and old them love it. Springy, chewy with better aroma, rich with real chicken essence.
Supreme noodles, boom boom. Supreme noodles, boom boom. Supreme noodles, boom boom. Supreme noodles, boom boom.
Sidap Supreme noodles with real chicken essence.
Supreme noodles, boom boom.
Sidap Supreme noodles. New Bisco Coaster time is for you and I. You can vibe with it at snack time. You can enjoy it. You can share it. You can enjoy it. New Bisco there for you, for me and for all. Creamy, crunchy, pick it, eat it, have it, share it. New Bisco there for you.
Creamy, crunchy, new Bisco Coaster.
1xBet, where sports come alive. Visit the site or app and join the game on promo. Get a chance to win an iPhone 16, cash prizes up to 750,000 Naira, and a weekly free bet of up to 20%. More bets mean more tickets and rewards. Enter the promo code Nigeria on and boost your game to the max. 1xBet, game on, together in the game. Bet responsibly. 18 plus. T's and C's apply.
This is Naina.
Hi everyone, my name is Debbie.
Hi everyone, my name is Tamilore.
Hi everyone, this is Ogechi. And we love Mainland FM. Keep your dials locked on
for the best of music, sports and news.
This is Mainland FM 98.3.
Hello, my name is Godwin Enoch and I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen, every day of the weekday, to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
It's an honour to play with him. For me, he's the best England player of all time. I think I've built a good relationship with Harry over the last 4 or 5 years, especially after Qatar, playing so close together. And yeah, it's an honour to play with him. For me, he's the best England player of all time. He's the one who showed up more than anyone, more than any England player. And so it's quite easy to play with him, in all honesty. He's at a level at the minute that's just incredible. You don't doubt him at all in terms of whether he's involved, whether he's not. He's going to make a difference in the game, and he did again today.
Of course, we've seen the first game between Brazil and Japan in the 28th minute of that game, with Brazil losing possession in the midfield, and of course the fast paced and quick feet Japanese warriors twisting it, and all the way from the middle of the park. Of course, it is no other person than Kim Sano has given Japan the lead against much fancied Brazil. It is Brazil 0, Japan 1. This is going to be a massive game. Batomi and I were having this conversation while we're on air that the last person you want to underrate at this tournament are the Asian teams, especially Japan. They are strong, they are durable, they can play 200 minutes, they don't get tired, they are well drilled, they understand the quality of what they possess, and they are doing some amazing stuff. 29 minutes, it's a 1-0 in favor of Japan.
And of course, talking about Japan, when we were on that short break, when we were paying bills, that Japan got just outside the box where Casemiro had brought down, the Japanese attacker. I mentioned that Casemiro is known to just commit needless fouls. And that particular opportunity that presented itself to Japan, right, that was the typical kind of tackle that Casemiro should have, attempted. But because he was on the yellow team area of Brazil, and of course, Japan are 1-0 up against Brazil.
All right, as it is now, it is Brazil 0, Japan 1, 31 minutes into the game, and this is going to be very tricky for the Brazilians because they know they would have to come out and get the job done for these particular ones.
And Japan has now switched to a 5-4-1. Initially, they were playing a 4-4-2
formation, but they've taken the lead against a very interesting conversation on the show, especially seeing where this game would eventually, work out. For Brazil, they have Ederson on the bench. There's Sandro, there's Neymar, there's Pereira, there's Fabinho, there's Oliveira, there's Hendrick, there's Gabriel Martinelli, there's Ederson, there's Ibanez, there's also Thiago. So they've got players that can change the game for them going forward. Chelsea says that Enzo Maresca will pay them compensation now that he has been confirmed as Manchester City's head coach. Former Blues manager Maresca, 46, appointment was held up as talks between Chelsea and City over a compensation package featuring an undisclosed fee for the Italian. One source said Man City are ready to pay Chelsea as much as 17 million to buy out the contract of Enzo Maresca. That compensation package is separate to the one the Blues says they have agreed. Maresca and BBC is yet to verify the details. The Italian left Chelsea in January following a run of 1 win in 7 Premier League matches, and Chelsea's statement at that time suggested that the decision was mutual and that both Maresca and the board were in agreement that the change gives the team the best chance of getting season back on track. However, Maresca has now confirmed that he handed his resignation at Stamford Bridge and acknowledged that it opened a path for him to join Manchester City. Another attempt from Vinicius Junior for Brazil, but it's still goalless. 33 minutes into that game, and it's going to be very tricky as the game wears on. For Maresca, who spent a season as Guardiola's assistant at Manchester City during the 2022-2023 treble winning season, he's apologized to Chelsea for the manner at which he left the club. He says, and I quote, "The decision was only mine," according to Enzo Maresca on his verified Instagram page. And he's also come out to say that it is my decision and I take it in good faith. Let me read this statement. He says, "My resignation from Chelsea opened the night that my departure from Chelsea in the middle of the season caused destruction for the club, and I apologize for that. It was neither my decision, my intention, nor my wish. I was treated well by everyone at Chelsea, and together together we achieved great success and memories that I will forever treasure. I'm grateful to the club, the owners, and the fans for giving me that opportunity. Agbatomi, Enzo Maresca, we all knew what the conversation was going to be like, but hey, how do you blend up that conversation in terms of moving from Pep Guardiola, arguably the greatest manager of his generation? I mean, won everything at Manchester City. What a manager he was. But for Enzo Maresca, what would the expectations be? He's giving the, Sir Alex Ferguson, departure, and then, okay.
And maybe David Moyes.
And Alex Ferguson. I'm getting distracted about the game. And Alex Ferguson and David Moyes transition. But hey, this is and Enzo Maresca that he didn't do badly at Chelsea.
Yeah.
His first season, he qualified them for the Champions League. And he says that, hey, listen, I have a team, but our target is not to compete for the Premier League. We just want to get back up there and be competing enough for top 4. And a lot of people felt, listen, that kind of killed the morale of the players. And Chelsea struggled in that particular season. But, the following season, he went the entire campaign in the Conference League without losing the game, won the Conference League, went to the Club World Cup, and gave an outstanding performance for himself. But hey, what are we expecting from Enzo Maresca? It is Manchester City.
Yep.
The demands are different. The fans Guardiola not win a trophy. What are we expecting?
Well, it's going to be a whole lot of different change right there. Obviously, are the citizens. Obviously, with the fact that this is going to be the very, very first time in over 10 years that there's going to be a new manager on the dugout other than Pep Guardiola. And I'm very, very sure that, the the blue half of Manchester are quite embraced for this new challenge. And also, I think for Enzo Maresca is a type of manager that knows the club so well. He knows the clubs inside and out. Obviously, was an assistant manager to Pep Guardiola before he left to Leicester City. He helped Chelsea to win 2 major trophies. Firstly, that was the UEFA Europa Conference League, and also they also won at the FIFA Club World Cup. That was this time last year, exactly, right there in United States of America. So he comes in with a manager that knows his onions. He comes in with a manager that also understands how football should be played. One of the trusted lieutenants of Pep Guardiola. So who were also players when he was a star manager. Players like Ruben Diaz. We have players as well like Rodri. I mean, you begin to name all of them. So but I think the challenge for Enzo Maresca as well as Manchester City right now would be if they can be able to hit the ground running immediately. I mean, that's a big club. Chelsea was only big club. I mean, the level of the big club you're even talking about in terms of Chelsea is even relative. Now, I probably wouldn't even consider Chelsea as a big club anymore, right? But just like I said, Enzo Maresca comes in, obviously a lot of experience. He was only manager of a big club, and that was Chelsea, right? And he won the UEFA Europa Conference League and, of course, the Club World Cup. But would he be able to translate that amount of success, to the blue half of Manchester almost immediately? I think that would be a jam question for him to answer. But right now, obviously, just like we all mentioned, he's been unveiled right now. He's also going to be paying a compensation package. I'm even trying to understand who is going to pay the compensation package, because again, the conversation on the first of that decision and why Enzo Maresca
he said it's his personal decision that he took it solo, and then he obviously paved way for him to while he was still at Chelsea.
Yes.
There were already rumors that he was going to take over from Pep Guardiola. So a lot of people felt like the moment there was that crack, 1 win in 7 matches, we knew that his departure was imminent.
But there was also the conversation or the controversy of Enzo Maresca was at a point, right, giving indications that he was no longer wanted in the dugout at Chelsea, right? A couple of people are reporting, he mutually terminated his contract. Some other people are also reporting, Chelsea decided to get rid of Enzo Maresca.
Whatever happens in between, right? The most important thing is that he's now the manager at Manchester City.
Yes, 100%.
And it brings up another of the, in quotes, younger generation managers. There's part that just brought in Coventry, that came back up with Coventry.
There's Michael Carrick
at Manchester United as well. Now there's Enzo Maresca. And so
there's also, I'm trying to remember this guy, the new Ipswich manager. I remember
Mackenzie. He's been Brazil all the way in this game. And see, I will say that one of the most disciplined teams I've seen at this World Cup, and every World Cup I've seen them, are the Japanese, both the men and the women.
They are not just disciplined, they are also
they
very
score
neat.
first.
Yes. They are literally after they consider.
I'm sure they were. I think they felt rattled.
Yes, they were
without
rattled.
good. They were not
rattled.
expecting to go beyond. By the way, the Japanese goalkeeper
in shoes, I would have played for the Spikers of Nigeria.
Which one? The one that didn't go to this World Cup?
I mean, I get them to no me go get them.
No, the one that didn't go to this World Cup. Okay, let's leave football. Let's talk tennis. Award number 1, Jannik Sinner survived an almighty scare as he began his Wimbledon title defense with a 5-set comeback victory over a 4-time winner. Sinner recovered from an error-strewn start and an awkward fall to overcome his 50th ranked opponent 4-6, 6-3, 6-7, 6-8, 6-2, 6-3. After a tense 3.5 hours game, Sinner opted against contesting the grass tournament in the lead-up to the Wimbledon with his first game since an extraordinary collapse against Argentine Juan Manuel Condorodo, which he led by 2 sets at 5-1 at Kesmanovic, and he was fortunate to escape relatively unscratched after a moment of genuine concern on the center court. There were gaps in the crowd when Jannik Sinner slipped behind the baseline during the third set and took time to return to his feet, with the umpire heading over to him to check on him. Blood was also seeping from the Italian's shoes during a must-win fourth set, which he later explained was caused by a problematic 2-0. Sinner had won just one of his past 9 matches and had gone on to a 5th set, but he raised his level when it truly mattered the most. Well, with the continuing absence of injured main rival Carlos Alcaraz, Sinner once again began a major title as strong favorite. Japan were close to doubling their lead, and they've also gotten another throw-in of Brazil. It's still
It's an honour to play with him. For me, he's the best England player of all time. I think I've built a good relationship with Harry over the last 4 or 5 years, especially after Qatar, playing so close together. And yeah, it's an honour to play with him. For me, he's the best England player of all time. He's the one who showed up more than anyone, more than any England player, and so it's quite easy to play with him. In all honesty, he's at a level at the minute that's just incredible. You don't doubt him at all in terms of whether he's involved.
I've got Tommy. Let's look at the group stages of this World Cup, and now we have 32 teams that have gone through. In fact, we have one that have been knocked out, which is South Africa. Group stages of this World Cup.
Well, I think my most outstanding team is not far-fetched, to be honest, and I think this is a choice that everyone would agree with, and that has to do, of course, with Cape Verde. Cape Verde came out of the grave. They could have crumbled right under. We
had the analysis here, and we never gave Cape Verde a chance, except a few people that called in. Yes. And I remember some people were saying Cape Verde was going to get to the semi-final.
Exactly. And okay, you know what it means for a debut fact in major tournaments, right? In major CAF tournaments, they fail to give a good account of themselves. And then they get to the World Cup. The first game was against Spain. Almighty Spain, 2010 winners. The defending European champions, and Spain failed to put a goal behind Bosnia. Yes, the second game again, they also got a 2-2 draw, scoring their first group. That
2-time winner Uruguay, 2010 winner Spain, and Saudi Arabia.
So, in every right, going all through the whole duration of the group stages without even they didn't even consider up more than 2 goals.
They considered only 2 goals, and that was one match.
And that was in one match.
In 3 matches.
In 3 matches.
Well, I'm because person at this top level, and for me, I think the most outstanding team for me at this World Cup had to be Argentina. The manner at which Lionel Messi had marshaled that team. Okay. Argentina have scored 8 goals in this World Cup. Messi had scored 6 out of those 8 goals. I scored a fantastic free kick in that particular one. And if you look at the way the entire Argentine team had played for Messi, literally worship him. Everybody. And he's lived up to that responsibility. First game, 2 goals. Second game, hat-trick. Third game, 1 goal. And he didn't start that game against Jordan. Came in
And they got a free kick.
And they got a free kick goal for himself.
They were even
saying that he wasn't fully fit for this tournament.
Even for the tournament. Even before the World Cup, Lionel Messi didn't feature for Inter Miami.
There were also times where even in the preparation for the team, he was training alone.
It was in their last game of the tournament. He got a brace. In the second game of the tournament, he got the hat-trick. And of course,
and the brace was the only 2 goals.
Only 2 goals.
The hat-trick were the only 3 goals.
The goal yesterday was against Jordan. Was also the only goal.
No, it was 3-1. Argentina won 3-1.
No, I'm talking about Lionel Messi's goal.
Lionel Messi's goal,
exactly,
yes.
In those games.
So he has scored 1, 2, and 3 in this tournament.
Exactly.
So I think for me, it's been Argentina. Whether we like it or not, a lot of people are also the winner of the game of New Zealand's game. But again, I think for me so far, the most disappointing team in this World Cup had to be Portugal. The manner at which they played to disconnect, they played as if they are forcing themselves to be at the World Cup. But let's also look at players that have stood out. The soundbite I played was Jude Bellingham. The player Agbatomi said they should drop for Morgan Rogers. See that one?
No. See before. No,
you said they should drop it for Morgan Rogers.
Even before that one, Okwemi, I think we need to again enlighten our listeners. Now, please, someone should explain to me the way the mapping is being done. Because Egypt, Argentina, Cape Verde. And on another side of the draw, we have Germany, Paraguay, France, Sweden, Canada, South Africa, of course, have been knocked out already. Netherlands, Morocco, Portugal, Croatia. This is the fact that Argentina are giving Chelsea's vibes at the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup because they have an easier pathway to the final, just like what Chelsea also got at the FIFA 2025 Club World Cup. But obviously, if we take a look at it as well, I think this is also the first time we are having a knockout stages that will feature 32 teams at the FIFA World Cup. And what it just gives, it gives more it brings more competition even to this tournament. Teams now know as well that, I mean, in the round of 32, the moment Canada knocked out South Africa, today as well, Japan are also leading 1-0 up, against one of the tournament favorites in talking about Brazil. And just take a look at how take a look at the tantalizing fixtures we have, that are coming up. USA up against Bosnia and Herzegovina. This is also going to be the very, very first time that Bosnia and Herzegovina also qualified for the knockout stage of the competition. Of course, we have Ivory Coast up against Norway, and I think Norway have themselves to blame for finding themselves in this kind of position for throwing the white towel against France, right, and deciding to rest all 10 of their starting 11 players against France. Of course, England against Colombia, Ghana. I really cannot wait for Ghana to be knocked out of the World Cup.
No, I don't. Well, just like I said, the fact that we didn't top our group could be a bit tricky. But let's run through some of the expected moves. Okay, we want to talk about this World Cup so far by all standards.
If it goes on like this, even if Argentina fail to win the World Cup, I feel like it's going to be awarded the best player of the tournament. Yes. Even if
depending on how far England and Hurricane should go in this World Cup.
England, Lionel Messi is the highest goal scorer.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Lionel Messi has been the best player at this World Cup so far. So far. And if he continues this way and he takes Argentina even to the final and they eventually fail to win it, right? I'm very, very sure that it's going to be given or awarded the best player.
Kylian Mbappe.
Well, Mbappe also has, I think,
4 goals.
Is it 4?
4 goals, yeah.
4. No,
yes.
I'm talking about to reach. No, is now?
No, so Kylian Mbappe at 27.
Yeah, 27.
I played from Lionel Messi's and he's going to see in this World Cup.
He will surpass Messi.
Maybe. Definitely.
You surpass
He
Messi.
Has age on his side. He's just 27. Messi is 39.
He's 39. This is probably his last World Cup.
And Kylian Mbappe played only.
He has 2 more World Cups to go. He played 20.
Maybe 3.
He played 2018.
He played 2022.
Yes, and he's now playing 2026.
And in 2018, he won it. He lost the final of 2022. Messi scored 9 goals in that particular tournament. It's crazy. The numbers that Kylian Mbappe is putting on. Highest goal scorer for the French is eclipsed Olivier Giroud. For me, one of the most outstanding players also at this World Cup, apart from the, how do I put it now, the underdog story, maybe the Cape Verdean goalkeeper, continued to defy the odds. At the age of 39, 6 goals already in just 3 matches at the World Cup. and then they got into the knockout stages. You can almost put your money on the fact that Messi will score more goals going into this World Cup. For a player that a lot of people didn't give a fitness chance coming into this World Cup, I think that Messi for me had been the best player. Kylian Mbappe had also, pulled the French team against Senegal. It was explosive in that one.
Very, very important.
Against Iraq. It's difficult to look at. Iraq concentration are benefiting from some amazing assists from Martin Odegaard. He can also have a good show. So we have Lionel Messi, we have Harry Kane, we have Kylian Mbappe, we have Bellingham as well. These guys have given a distance to be done. Okay, and the transformation of African football at the World Cup have been nothing short of meteoric. At the 2018 World Cup in Russia, no African team made it out of Dan Infantino's expansion project, and one of 10 African teams, all but one, made it through to the group stages. Only Tunisia failed to progress. We have Cape Verde, we have Egypt, Ivory Coast, Morocco, South Africa runner-up, and Algeria, DR Congo, Ghana, Senegal, all through to the second phase of the tournament. And every different story for Asia, with only one of their 9 countries getting out of it. For Africa, it's a cause for celebration, while Asia, it's a moment to reflect on failure. So we have teams like South Korea, for the manager of Italy, Gennaro Gattuso, former manager, now Lazio manager, feels like the slots given to Africa was too much and it's a disservice to Europe. 9 out of 10. Is this
also showing the stuff of what they are made of? Ever since the president of FIFA, that's President Gianni Infantino, decided to give Africa 5 more slots exactly, because initially at the 2022 World Cup we had 5 African nations, and for the very, very first time as well, an African nation got to the semi-final of the World Cup, and more than 4 nations at the knockout stage of the World Cup. And the last time we had more than 4 nations or 4 nations at the knockout stage was back in 2014 in Brazil. All right, well, I think Nigeria, Côte d'Ivoire too as well also qualified for that World Cup, and we got to the knockout stage. But again, you take a look at how much African football has also improved, as well as how well and how much we have embraced the level of level of intelligence as to how Africa were knocked out yesterday. And obviously, in the next coming of days, it is maybe. If you are going to be honest with ourselves, we can now start predicting that the likes of Cape Verde will be knocked out. Maybe even Côte d'Ivoire could also be getting knocked out against Norway. We could also have Senegal as well, who would find it very, very difficult as well in their game. DR Congo will also have a very, very, very tough date. So, but I think what we should be impressed about is the fact that 9 African nations, for the very, very first time, have made it out to the knockout stages of the World Cup.
All right, it's time to walk away from the studio. Lady Mo popped in the studio, and I just checked time. I didn't even know how far gone. I'm seeing Ronaldinho, I'm seeing Cafu and a few other in the stadium, but it's looking like it's going to be really, really crazy for them
if Brazil
they
get
fail
out
to
right
win
now,
tonight's game.
Disappointing.
Well, they play against Japan. Is still 1-0 in favor of the Asian Tigers. Talking about Japan, the goal scored in the 23rd minute of that game, and it's still 1-0 at halftime. Brazil have 45 minutes to salvage whatever is left of this game for themselves, or also find a way to struggle. Well, it is 7 p.m. and you know what that means. It is Legacy Lounge with Kodele and of course Alex. My name is Okpeyemi. Team, enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your night as well. For the night crawler, some of us have stayed awake almost throughout this tournament. My cousin was asking me about the weekend. But when do you sleep? That you're always updated, and I'm like, well. It is my job to make sure that people. Let's do this again tomorrow. Bye.